Hit it, Chewy.
All right, so this last weekend was Hackamania #2. And Dick Masterson and Vito Gesualdi were guests on the show, or guests at the event, where they did a Biggest Problem live. Mm-hmm. And Vito, John, maybe you can help me remember the actual events that led up to him bringing up this video. I know Vito... they brought up Carl, and was it like it had something to do with this problem?
Like what happened just before up until now, or just the whole Vito controversy?
Why did Vito bring up this video? Like, I can't remember if he just brought it up randomly or if it was like part of his problem.
He got Aaron to do. Oh wait, no. Vito's problem was the biggest problem in the Dabbleverse, and he shit on Carl for a bit. And then he was like, well,
I remember
Aaron
the
hates...
Simpsons problem. Yeah, I kind of agree with him there. I don't really give a shit about the Simpsons. More of a Futurama
it's weird
guy.
How much Carl likes them.
Yeah, it's a little weird when someone has that much other personality about a cartoon from 40 years ago. But you know what? I've seen weirder things, so who am I to judge?
Carl should get into anime. That'd be fun.
Carl's really gonna get into One Piece soon. He's like, oh my god, guys, have you heard about this show called Bleach? It's got 77 seasons.
Do you know they actually...
Iron Reaver Soul Stealer! Holy shit.
Oh my god, guys, Luffy already has the One Piece. The fruit was God fruit. That's the One Piece. And him saving the world is gonna be the treasure.
Oh, come on, Johnny. You just spoiled...
Yeah, I've only gotten to the Netflix season.
2000.
Fuck you, spoilers don't matter. It's for children anyway. Children and pedophiles.
Yeah, he did it before you did, asshole. You stole Chad Zubak's
When I did it, it was pretty funny, I'm going to say.
So, voted up, Cry Bully, the biggest problem in the Dabbleverse.
I don't think you should vote that up. I don't think that's correct at all. Carl, wait.
I don't like this term that Carl's trying to push, a cry bully.
I mean, that does describe what Vito did.
It's already a term.
It's a terrible term. There's got to be a better way to label that.
He could dish it out, but he can't take it.
I don't know. What does cry bully mean to you?
Just someone who does all the harassment and then cries when someone tries to reciprocate at all.
Oh, okay. So, yeah.
Well, the definition is perfect.
It's just phonetically clunky.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like, Schnauzer Max says, just call him Jewish.
call the brass tiger.
A glass tiger.
You can feel it.
Yeah, I've just been assembling so much because there's so much to get to. You guys might remember this song to lead us in.
So as far as
it's another win for the toe, guys. Aaron Imhoff.
Right, that's what his problem was.
We love him, don't we? And why do we love him?
The problem is he can't stop
winning. My problem is guys who can't stop.
Vito, you're using paint? What is this? Was this your cover page? I bet Dick yelled at him.
Hell, probably.
You just put words on a paper? I'm going to kill you.
Wait, hang on. Right now. Vito's a graphic designer, so clearly this was the best thing to do.
All right.
Stop winning.
That was my first thought when I went deaf. Was like, fuck, that's another win for the toe.
It's another win for the toe.
Okay, that's pretty funny.
AWFTT.
Hal's getting sick. God damn it, another win for the toe.
You can't beat this guy because he's got you outfoxed at every moment.
He's the Boston Celtics of podcasters. Anyone following the series? Okay, never mind.
No, Carl.
Put it this way. I was recently watching.
I like Carl, but I would be mean to him in person. Like if we were on a show with him, I would have to be mean to him the whole time. Just like, no, Carl, shut up, Carl, you fucking dork.
Give his nipple a little twist every time he does a bad zinger.
You just walk over, And you do that thing. Have you ever done this to somebody when you were a kid? Just walk over and just take your finger and you launch their glasses off their head by getting right there behind the ear and just go boop, like a little zip.
Oh no, that would piss me the fuck off.
It does every time. It makes them so mad. And they can go if you hit it just right, because you gotta kind of hook it over the ear, kind of like gotta make it like, jump a little. You can make those things go like
they can go
arc.
flying a little bit.
Yeah.
No, that would be. I would maybe square up with a guy. I don't know. For like a second, if it came out of nowhere.
I would like.
Unfortunately for whoever it was, I can still see with my glasses off.
Well, I would pretend I couldn't see if they knocked my glasses off, and then I'd punch his girlfriend, going like, "How dare you!"
You ever seen the movie Way of the Gun? It's
No.
got Benicio del Toro and Ryan Phillippe in it. And the very first scene, they're outside of this nightclub, and they walk past Sarah Silverman and this guy that looks like Claudio Sanchez in the line, and then they walk out to the parking lot and they sit on that guy's car and start smoking, and his alarm starts going off because he's just sitting on the hood.
Yeah.
And the dude's like, "Get the fuck off my car!" And Sarah Silverman's like, "Get the fuck off our car, dickless!" And she just starts like talking mad shit.
Yeah.
And they all come down to him, and like Benicio del Toro's just doing that little quiet thing, and he's just like squares up, and he looks at Ryan, and look at each other, they look at Sarah, and the entire time Sarah Silverman's like, it's like, "He's gonna fuck you, man. He's gonna fuck you up." Like he's gonna just like doing all this, man.
Yeah.
And her boyfriend goes, "She's not wrong. I'm gonna beat you dumb and fuck you stupid." And they just like look at each other. And Ryan Phillippe just punches Sarah Silverman right in the fucking mouth. Like, look right in the mouth. The entire crowd buries them and stomps them out. Like, but he got her right in the fucking mouth. And the guy with the big hair and Sarah Silverman walk away from the crowd while they're like beating the shit out of them. And like Sarah Silverman's face, she's like, "Oh my God, why did you let me get hit like that?" Like, baby, I'm sorry, baby. It's just like,
I've seen that scene actually. It's
it's
very
a great
funny.
fucking Way of the Gun's a great movie.
I gotta write that down.
Holt clips, and I learned that his wedding ring that he gave to April, she kept it, and then for some reason Nick Rekieta has it. Now, Nick, is that true? Is Nick still here? Nick doesn't give a shit. Oh, Nick, do you still have Aaron Holt's wedding ring? I don't know. Who'd she get? Well,
What's the lawyer term for that?
Aaron,
Evasive.
Right?
I don't know how many times I've had to correct Vito on Twitter about whose wedding ring that was. He still never figured it out. Like, it took Nick Rekieta going, "It's not Aaron's. Aaron has his."
Yeah.
It was April's.
It's
Dipshit.
April's.
So now Rekieta has replaced April in the Aaron-April marriage.
Yes. Now, Aaron. Now it's exactly what Aaron wanted. Aaron and Nick Rekieta are legally married.
Is that orange
marriage is
juice? Oh,
no.
apple juice? What is
It's
that?
piss.
It's Milo's.
That's a huge... It's a lot.
Only if you don't drink it all.
Okay, so Nick is saying it's attached to a piece of evidence.
So, the way I understand it, April, when she left, had left her wedding ring in their closet, like where the cavity of her stuff was. And then when Aaron wrote the "I'm a bastard" letter, he taped it to the letter. And so he gave it back to her. He was trying to win her back. And she went,
Right, I remember that.
"Ugh," and gave it to Nick. Said, "Here, you can have this. I don't want this.
Yeah.
I'm done with that loser." Apparently, April has a boyfriend now who is not a fan of Nick Rekieta. Who would have ever have guessed?
Oh.
Well, imagine you're like, "Oh, cool, I got a new girlfriend," and it's like, and then someone sends you, "Hey, your girlfriend had a guy ate cum off of her," Isn't that funny? It's like, bro, I don't. Fuck up. Stop telling me about this.
The worst thing that could happen to April is like he finds out and he just goes, like while they're having sex, he goes, "Tell me about it."
No, why do I attract guys
Not
like this? No.
Well, my understanding.
At me, you sell that ring. I'd sell it. That's
All right.
the biggest fuck.
So, Vito, for whatever reason, I don't know why he thought this was a good idea. I mean, if Aaron could have stuck the landing, it would have been a good idea. But the problem with that logic is, it's Aaron.
Yeah.
And
No,
he's
I
never
think
going to.
it's a great idea. No
Yeah,
matter
it was a
what
great
you
idea.
get,
If they'd had
it's
somebody who
gonna
was like a
be
professional,
magic.
or if Vito could have edited it down, like just let Aaron go, just let Aaron just say whatever he wants, and then edit
Yeah.
it down to it's good. Like,
Yeah.
Nah.
because there's
I mean,
a couple
I'm
of times. There's a couple
mean,
times Aaron does a
I'm
good joke.
impressed. I'm impressed he convinced Aaron to do a video. I think Aaron fucking up is perfect for this event that is about shitting on Aaron.
Oh, definitely, definitely. That's why it's best that he didn't edit it. But I guess you'd say my producer brain, my
Right.
my show producer brain would be like, I need to polish this video. And that could have also meant I go in and I edit in like longer pauses than it actually exists. Move stuff around, you know, because you can hide edits with a little bit of a jump cut where you like
Oh
you
yeah.
cut in real quick and you cut it back out. You can move all kinds of shit around.
I want Aaron to drop a rap video,
Me too.
and he ends it with another win for the toe.
Another one for the toe.
I'm steel toe, stepping on ya, eating cum off your girl. Just something like that.
Eating your
I
cum.
wasn't ready. I was not ready.
If he comes out with a Nick Rakita diss track where he's like he owns the fact that he's a cuck, it would totally be another win.
I'm an
huge
idiot.
win.
Let's find out.
And then she didn't, which I thought was an awesome move by her. You shouldn't keep that ring. I'd sell it. That's the biggest fuck you to me. You're pissed at me. You sell that ring. Fuck you. I'm taking the money. But instead,
Wait, this is the wrong
Nick
one.
couldn't part with.
Do you know how many people come to my page and leave a comment calling me a cuck? That's publicity.
Here it is. I'm sorry. There was I forgot they pulled up Aaron like 4 or 5 times. Here it is.
There it is. There we
We're
go.
here
Sorry.
at Napa
My
Mania,
bad, folks.
doing nothing. All I got to say is, you know what? I don't have to say anything. I'm going to let the man speak for himself.
What the fuck is this?
I don't know if it was Aaron's idea or Vito's idea, but it's 2 sheeps doing a music intro, and I think Aaron has called his haters sheep. So I think that's the idea.
Okay.
Amazing he even fucked this up.
Oh, hey, I didn't see you there.
Oh my God! Hey, hi, Hackamania. How you guys doing?
Imagine he just starts
Go
calling
ahead,
Carl
no.
the N-word.
I'll let you finish.
Yeah! The king!
You see his thing? It says Hackamania is gay.
You know, I have to say,
Nick
if
is a
anyone else.
Nick is a cuck. Incorrect. Nick was not the cuck. He was, I believe, what is the term for the non-cuck?
The bull.
Bull. He was the bull.
else would have asked me to be here, I wouldn't have done it. But it turns out that Vito.
I'm gonna be honest. The fact that he didn't use this opportunity to pretend that it was a live call. I mean, if you're gonna send in a video to a big audience, like, you gotta at least go with the bit where you pretend like it's a live call for like the first like 10 seconds. Like, are
But
we
then you
live?
couldn't do the sheep. The
Are there-
sheep
am I on the
playing
sc-
music.
Are we on? Are we on the big screen? I can't see anything but Vito's fat head.
Vito and I are both part of the same file sharing group, and he threatened to expose me. so
I'm not supposed to talk
here
about
I
that.
am. I hope you guys are having a great time. I bet you I'm the last guy you expected to see. I mean, what an event. You guys are in Las Vegas, pretending that you go outside often. I love it. Who's all out there? I think Patrick's got to be there, right? Patrick Melton. You know, I brought a gift. I brought a gift for everybody there, and I brought a gift for Patrick Melton. Would you guys like to see the gift that I brought for Patrick?
Yeah, I want to see it. Yeah, let's do it.
I brought family pictures that nobody has seen before today.
I have not
What are you doing?
I have not watched the video. I don't know what he has.
I did this.
You're
I
really
literally
not
have
coming
no
back.
Does it bother anybody else that he has to do the fucking? Hold on. Let's see, do I have one here? No, I don't have a pen over here. He keeps. I'm gonna use this. He does this the whole time like it's the fucking Daily Show and he's Jon Stewart or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, Jon Stewart could never pull this off.
He's never written anything in any of his shows that I've ever seen. Not once.
So he's just doing it because it looks cool.
I guess. Take up smoking. Shotgun shells.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be a surprise.
I
Vito
told him to
didn't
cut
tell
a funny
anybody
wrestling
either.
promo. This could go horribly wrong.
I have family photos. You know what? Let's just take a look at them. The first one I have is of Patrick Melton's wife, the love of his life. You know, a lot of
This
people
joke
call Patrick terrible
Completely
names.
butchered.
Dude, all this shit's so belabored and try hard. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's pretty sad.
Names, morbidly obese, dead before 50, pedophile.
Oh my God!
I'm not saying they're untrue. I'm just saying people say that. But there's another side to Patrick. And that other side is his family. And it starts with his beautiful...
can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe I didn't watch this beforehand.
There she is. Oh. Goo goo gaga indeed.
Why the fuck?
Is his head getting bigger?
I think it's because he took the glasses off and his hair is different.
I guess. I don't know. It looks like his head's getting bigger.
Would this be your opener? I know. Sorry, can you pause it?
Everybody's got
Just
a right
pause
to
it.
privacy.
This is your.
I don't know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it.
This is like a wrestling
Vito
event where
fucking
you're
sucks.
the main heel and you come in and show a picture of the organizer's wife as a baby. Everyone was a baby,
No.
Aaron.
I think you're missing the joke.
Wait, what's
What
happening?
he's saying is that Patrick is such a PDF file.
Oh, that's his wife now?
Current situation. I think that's what he's saying. I think that
Jesus
guys,
Christ!
Whew. I totally thought, when I first saw this, I totally thought he was just showing real baby photos.
Oh, no. I immediately assumed what Carl thought, too.
No, it is a real baby photo of his wife. He's just pretending it's current.
Yeah,
I also got the joke immediately. It seems like you're kind of slow on the John. You can't understand the toes comedy stylings like us eggheads here.
Johnny, it's okay. It just takes a little while longer for the punchline to hit in Canada. It's got to cross the border and go through customs.
it's got to get tariffed first.
You
It
need
gets
to
stuck at
brush up.
customs.
You need to brush up on your kumia, and then you would really you would understand this is a legendary bit he's doing.
You're right.
am I
I'll go
wrong? I
get his
think that was the
memoirs.
joke.
Oh,
right?
yeah, because that's a present picture.
That's a
like,
present picture.
oh my God. Another win for the toe. You got me.
It was a great joke that no one got.
Oh.
So you're a pedophile.
Yeah, good stuff.
Maybe I should have watched this.
I like that he goes,
Yeah.
people call you terrible names like dead before 50. I've never heard anyone call Patrick dead before. I mean, it's just an apt description.
Hold
I
on.
thought he was 50.
My understanding of Aaron is that he will make this into a W somehow. He's still got time.
Yeah, back that up a little bit. I think we missed
Yeah, we
him
missed the second
gloating
there.
over his pedophile
Yeah, I'm
joke there. I
sorry.
want
Let's
get
to
that
see his
nice,
victory lap. I always enjoy that.
Still, that is a terrible sign. I just can't get over how bad that sign looks.
Oh, yeah. It's
Okay.
I don't mind the like the what do you call it, the raw wood look behind him. Honestly, just go to like Home Depot, buy some of like the cheap like the ones that slot into each other. You know, it's like you can buy those for like you can get like a pack of those for like $20-$30. It's more than enough probably to like just get behind him. It would up the production value of a shit like that. Throw a little color light on that bad boy. Maybe a neon sign that says "boner."
Oh, that's very morning jock radio.
Yeah, because
Like
it's up
that.
in the morning. He should just call it his. He should reboot his entire show and just call it the Boner Show
The Boner Show.
or Morning Wood.
He's so proud of himself.
This is the first show.
I don't want to keep her up there for too long. Everybody's got a right to privacy.
Who's the baby?
You know, if Mersh started a morning show, he could call it Morning Wood because he's a huge prick and he's always full of piss and vinegar.
I have more. Let's take a look at this one, shall we? I have a never-before-seen photo of Patrick Melton and his
You're his number one fan. Don't you tell me you don't like the toe. We know you like the toe.
father. That's right. Patrick Melton and his dad. Would you guys like to see it?
Yeah,
I bet
okay.
you would.
Let's see where this
I bet
goes.
you would. Put it up there. Patrick Melton and his dad together.
I
Oh,
love how he talks like there's someone else there. I never do that. Jimmy, get the fuck back in the closet. Sorry, my producer poked his head out.
That's okay. I try not to ask any questions.
Red
look
bar.
at how happy.
I beat him. Instead of paying him, I just beat him.
No,
Put him in the
I don't
closet.
need to hear these things.
He's got an old flower pot as a toilet. It's a very small one. It's not even like a full size one. It's like one that you put in your windowsill.
He looks. He's a little sheepish boy staring up at his dad. His dad looks pretty disappointed, but you would too if you raised a 400-pound closeted homosexual. Look, the point, we're not here to make fun of people.
Wait, now he's a
We're not here to
homosexual?
say
I thought he married a
terrible-
female baby. I'm lost in what Patrick is up
There's
to.
a lot of mixed metaphors. The win is coming, okay?
Things. We're here to celebrate. After all, Hackamania is a celebration. For God's sakes, Carl Eberger is there.
Carl's here. There he is. Hey.
For Carl.
Sweet.
I am so glad
Yeah.
he's there. And, you know, Carl, always a professional in fine
You'd
form.
be getting more of a
Carl
reaction
doing
out
what
of
he
me if
does
I hadn't
best.
already
Watch-
seen this like 3
Yeah,
times.
I've seen it several times. It's really all very try hard.
Yeah,
It's honestly very.
I enjoyed seeing it live.
The faces this guy makes. He looks
Oh
like
yeah,
a big
you can
toe.
stop on any frame.
Oh, I get the steel toe thing. It looks like a big toe.
Is that actually it?
We haven't really spoken much. I did want to.
He
don't
didn't name
think
the
so.
show.
That's right. He didn't name the show.
No. he didn't.
Nothing is ever his.
Nope.
Not the name of his show, not his style, not his wife.
No.
Even the cum is Nick's.
Even the cum is next. Gross. It's terrible. I'm trying to find. Let's see. I thought I had a clip of him talking about doing all this shit, but I don't seem to. I remember listening to him talk about it. Maybe it was while it was live or something. I don't know why I would have ever been listening to him live.
Now, why would you subject yourself to that? I've never once seen him live.
Honestly,
mean-
this edited video is his best performance.
The only time I've ever sat through an entire episode of his was the time I was on.
How was that? Did he grade your cum? Is it
No,
better or worse than
no.
Nick's?
No, he didn't like it that I was funnier than him. And better looking. Had a better
Well,
studio.
he's the funny guy. Come on, Till.
He was never the funny guy. Never once. God damn it. I wish I knew cuz he was like gloating like, "Oh, I did it perfectly. Oh, Vito came to me as he should have." Like it was a bunch of bullshit, but whatever. This guy is absolutely fucking terrible, and I really cannot wait until he just disappears.
Yeah.
So we can finally stop covering him.
I think after the events of Hackamania, and those text messages and how brutal that was, I don't think there'll be much more left to milking this cow, baby.
Oh, but he'll keep going. Like, even if he ends up homeless, he'll like use his phone to stream.
100%. I believe that.
It's he's like addicted to just talking to. It's very important. I guess it's an image thing. Like it's important to him to prove to other people that he's cool and he's a winner, but he won't ever, like, he's incapable of putting effort towards actually achieving something.
But no one's ever going to think he's cool.
No, but he's spaghetti brained. He thinks his catchphrase is another win for the toe. He thinks, I don't even know if he thinks he's losing, but even if he thinks he's losing, he thinks he can crawl back.
I just don't understand how.
Yeah, I think he's mentally ill.
Person gets to this point in their life. Like, how do you get to the point in your life where you're? Oh, here we go. I know I found it. How do you get to the point in your life where your business, like, if he hadn't gone on like Kino Casino and those other, like, I don't remember what other show he went on. Or
Anti-steel toe people still cope.
if he hadn't gone on those shows and just aired out all of Ricada and April and Michaela's dirty laundry like he did, none of this would be happening. No one would want to be making fun of him about this shit. They'd be like, "That's weird." Like if they heard about it, they'd be like, "Oh, I didn't want to know that."
Yeah, during that stream, he did one good thing. Like PPP really wanted to know where the children were, and Aaron was like, "I'm not telling you that." And PPP is like, "If you want to redeem yourself, if you want to get right with God, tell me and my audience of crazy people where these children are."
He's such a piece of shit. I hate PPP so much.
Yep.
Like, Worski, I hate just because he's annoying and he's like an empty fucking skulled idiot. PPP, I hate because he's actually malicious.
Well, also, remember when Andy, his friend, pulled a gun on some guys that were like gonna attack them, and the guys were like retreating, and like Andy literally was streaming this, and he was trying to like get them to he wanted like a murder on film. It's like, no, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's pretty dark. My friend Adonis Paul almost got Andy killed once. He wrote and recorded a song that had the N-word in it a bunch of times. It was like a country song. And I think AP donated it when Worski was IRL streaming. And it played, and it almost got him fucking jumped.
Yeah, and the funny part is, like, black guys heard that, and they were laughing. The guys that wanted to beat him up for it was 3 white guys.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was before I knew AP. That was long before I knew Downfall. All right, here's that other clip.
I gotta say, the anti-steel toe people still coping about the fact that no proof was given because it never happened. They got a text from...
What do you mean no proof was given?
Again, he's a liar. It doesn't matter if there's a smoking gun. He'll just go like, "No, it isn't."
I mean, saying no proof is given is a bad angle to take. Maybe saying that it was all fabricated, like all that stuff was made up. That was all fabricated. April never sent that stuff. I never sent that stuff. It was all fucking made up.
Yeah, that's how stupid he is. Instead of
No.
going, "They faked it," it's, "No, that didn't happen."
I didn't see nothing. Were you doing this the entire time you were watching the stream? No, it's not happening. It's not happening. No.
7 months after I left, that Nick tricked, he even said he tricked her into sending to him because they were dirty talking. Jesus. How about the fact that I'm your dirty talk topic? Dude, you're gay. But they're still coping about that. They're having a hard time realizing that the Hackamania thing did not provide the big atomic bomb it was supposed to. And outside of their little universe, it's been viewed as, again, Luigi wins by doing nothing.
No.
And the fact that their boy's melting down to this day.
It's, you look bad. The most generous assessment is both you and Nick look bad, but I mean, Nick's rich and still has his wife.
Yeah, Nick just kind of looks a little trashy, honestly. Like, that's the worst he looks, is a little trashy.
Yeah,
Everybody's been a little trashy sometimes.
This is the most embarrassing chapter of Nick's life. It's another Tuesday for you.
And he's going to make sure that you're the one who's embarrassed the most out of everybody.
As well. I hate to say I told you so, but I
About
told
what?
you so, Skank Queen. Sorry. Try not to let it hurt your feelings too bad. In the Wild says it was pretty oversold, to be fair. I mean, pretty oversold.
I disagree. I adamantly disagree. The text message of you licking bodily fluids off of your wife, of another man, you can't come back from. Now you have to be a gay porn star. That's your only next move, Aaron. And from what we understand, you don't have a very large member to which operate such a job.
Yeah.
Your words, not ours. Yours. Your words.
Yeah, to make this not embarrassing, Aaron has to be like a bisexual Caligula kind of guy from now on. But he's still going like, "Yeah, I'm a tough guy. I get ladies." It's like, no, you're not, Aaron.
D-Ball Money says, "Come on, man, I'm eating a custard-filled glazed donut. It's not my fault you're eating the gayest donut."
Yeah, you know this show. You know the risks.
We're the Toe fan club. You know cum eating is going to come up like 5 times.
Hal says, "Don't talk about another man's button."
Jesus. It was just a bunch of people sniffing my asshole. I mean, it's a little weird. And then, I guess, on Hughesy's show, they said, yeah, it was like, even people who were there were like, yeah, it was pretty pathetic. Apparently, Nick stayed up till 3 a.m. showing anybody who would look the text messages. Like, he was that upset and irate with old Aaron.
Can
Like,
you believe all these people read my secret messages with Nick Rekieta about me being gay for him?
No, I think Nick probably thought it was very funny and wanted to show whoever would ask.
Oh, yeah.
I've been gone a year and a half, bro. You got to move past this. But narcissistic injuries don't heal. Apparently, he was up till 3 a.m. at the bar showing people texts.
He sounds like a weirdo stalker. Like,
Yeah.
He's like talking about shit that's not being broadcasted. No one's talking about this shit. He's like
I
making
just like
this
that
shit up.
he's. I like that he's calling Nick the narcissist.
Yeah,
Do you
I mean,
think
literally.
he has like other accounts and like he's in like every Discord or whatever to get news about Nick?
I think my original assessment, all these like a year ago, when this first happened, I think my original assessment was right. Aaron Imholt is gay for Nick Rekieta. He's in gay love with Nick Rekieta.
It makes sense because Aaron wants to be this big deal, funny radio guy, and Nick did that without even trying.
Yep.
So Nick and Nick's taller than him and has a big dick. So it's literally Nick is the perfect version of himself. So it's like, have you seen The Talented Mr. Ripley, where that sociopath starts befriends this handsome rich guy, and then like kills him, and then tries to like pretends to be him.
Yep, I remember that.
That's Aaron, basically.
I mean, I was joking when I said that Aaron was actually gay for Nick, back when I said it, like, what was it, last summer? But now it seems like it actually might be true, and I think, like, I don't want people to get the wrong idea. We're not condemning Aaron for having homosexual feelings towards Nick Rekieta. We're not. We're saying he needs to be honest with himself and admit these feelings to the world and accept himself for who he really is.
Is his court thing still happening in June?
I don't know. I know there should be a sentencing, unless he gets arrested before then, which case I think would basically make the court date unnecessary, because he would go to jail no matter what. Which, hey, for a fresh out of the closet gay man, great way for you to learn the ropes. You know what I'm saying? You know?
I mean, I feel like he should go to jail in June because...
Well, it's the sentencing hearing.
Oh.
So, honestly,
Well,
when he goes back in June, they could tell him for like a while, hey, come back next month. Hey, come back next month. Hey, come back next month. And they could do that to him for like 9 months. And then go, all right, we're going to sentence you.
Oh, okay.
They could do
I feel
that.
like he should be sentenced to something, because it's like I know it's a revenge porn case, but his show is him talking trash about his ex-wife, who he admitted to hitting. I feel like if the judge was aware with that, they'd be like, yeah, you should go to jail for revenge porn.
Yeah. I just think it would be hilarious if he just went to jail instead of Rekieta. At the very least, the judge needs to give him a little, like, you know, slam the gavel and goes, gay.
Gay. And he just looks at the camera and goes, I can do that.
The state of Minnesota hereby sentences you to gay.
Gay.
And he's like, oh no, that's terrible. Yes.
Oh no! Oh no!
Another win for the toe.
He's legally gay. It's almost like that could be like the name of his movie, Legally Gay.
Legally gay.
And he had no idea that made him look like shit. And then, oh my God, if someone has the picture, please send it. He started singing karaoke after. This is a great example of how the Hackamania people feel about Nick. They just see him as a cartoon character for them to laugh at. So he shows all the texts, and they're like, and then they show me roasting them, and they applaud, and then they go, all right, good night, everybody. And then Nick goes up to sing karaoke, and the entire like venue clears out, and they have a picture of nobody there while he's singing. It's enough to almost feel bad for the guy.
Do we think the karaoke
Sanford's
actually
son with
happened?
$20 says, what's the back?
I bet it did, but I don't think it was for like an audience. It was probably just like a bar. And it was like the end of the night, and Nick's like, I'm going to do the last song. Because he was like the only one, according to him, he's like 30 days sober. So he would have been the only one probably sober at the thing. So he's like, we're getting ready to go. I'm going to do the last song, guys. Because he's like probably the only one that still has energy. Not drunk.
That's probably very true.
He's probably got years worth of cocaine stored in his body fat that as he loses weight.
It's still in his nose. He has like pockets hidden.
Angels come down and they just touch his nose, and he gets untraceable high.
You ever seen the original print of the Last Waltz from the band?
No.
Nope.
It's easier to tell because the original print they had to go in and hand paint out the Coke Rock in Neil Young's nose. And in the newer versions, they go in and digitally remove it. But like in the old one, you can like clear it. It's just tinted darker. Really, it's not even like fully removed. It's just tinted. And Neil Young's like, I think his agents or whatever basically put a kibosh on the release of the movie until they agreed to do special effects touch up to get the Coke Rock out of his nose.
They should have left it alone. It would have been like real art.
It would have been, or at least they considered it would have been very damaging to his public image.
It's crazy. A rock star doing cocaine.
Well, I mean, back then it wasn't really common knowledge. It was like one of those like unspoken things about rock and roll. No, Warren Gordon, Van Morrison was like, I always had this theory about Van Morrison. So I watched it one time on acid, and he's acting angry when he's singing.
Ooh.
And when he leaves, he kind of like does a kick and just like drops the microphone and walks off the stage without saying anything to anybody. Like everybody else had been like hugging motherfuckers and like, oh, last show, yeah, that's great. And then they'd go off stage.
Oh, he had to immediately get another hit. Immediately.
No, I think what it was is Van Morrison either wanted to do cocaine with them or didn't like cocaine and was pissed because the other musicians there were doing cocaine. So it's probably likely that he wanted to do cocaine and he didn't get any because they all did it. And he was mad because he didn't get any fucking cocaine. That's the two theories I have. But again, I watched on acid, so maybe I was imagining him being angry, but I swear to God, you watch when he sings Caravan, like especially towards the end, he just looks like he's angry.
Ooh.
And not like the kind of like, you know, emotional put on like musicians will like get into like a certain zone while they're singing. He legitimately looks like he's angry, but he's a professional, so he's gonna goddamn fucking perform. I love that movie. Watch it every Thanksgiving.
Background story with Vito's role in that promo.
It was filmed on Thanksgiving in 1977.
It seemed like strange bedfellows, but worth it for the laughs. Actually, Vito was really cool. He just wrote to me, and he's like, hey, man, I'm doing this thing. Would you like do a roast appearance type of thing for the end of my video? Because it's going to be making fun of you. You know, we're going to make fun of you for being a guy who always says he's winning and shit like that. You know, kind of making fun of another win for the toe thing. And he goes, I think it would be a great misdirection if you came on right after. And I think it would be nuts. He goes, just be the heel that they all want you to be and, you know, give me something. And I said, no, I don't think so. And then he's like, dude, I will play it. I swear it'll be between us and I'll debut it live on stage. Just be a heel. You know, play into it. It'll go over great. And I'm glad he talked me into it. And I mean, I got to say, I delivered a pretty good performance. I was reading the comments.
Really?
Well, the bar is low.
I do a lot of different like bits of content, and I think everything I put out sucks. Which, I mean, maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. But either way, that helps me constantly want to push to try to refine things, make things better, you know, get better at doing things, get better at the edits, all that stuff, right? He thinks his video was perfect. Like, there was no point where he went, oh, probably should have shortened that joke up. Oh, no, that one fell flat. That one didn't work out the way I wanted to. No. I gave a great video. It was a great video.
Yeah, he's not capable of reflection. It's why he's eating another guy's cum and calling that guy gay.
On Illicit Clips posting of it.
There
Well,
were
no one
even
can
people
be
who are
cringe.
very lukewarm on the toe, and they were like, oh my God, I just unironically laughed at the toe. That was really good. So Vito just encouraged me to do it. And Vito and I kind of have the same attitude on all this gay shit. Like, we're like, why don't people just laugh more? Like, why don't people have more fun with this stuff? Why don't it's the internet. It's silly. It's all nonsense.
I know he always tries to glom onto someone else's personality to make himself look cool or whatever. But why? Why? In a million fucking years, why would you choose Vito?
Well, I mean, Vito reached out to him,
I
and
understand that.
I imagine Vito complimented him a bunch. So Aaron's
Probably,
like, "Oh,
yeah.
me and Vito are buddies now."
Yeah, Vito dated a trans girl, so we all know he loves fellatio. But why would you be like, oh, I'm like Vito, and when I think all this stuff's stupid, you should have fun. Vito is not that person. No one thinks, when no one like describes Vito, they're like, oh, he's laid back. He really rolls with the punches. Like, I like Vito, but that does not describe him in any shape or form.
Not really, no.
Very uptight.
Not for a while.
Will freak out over nothing. Super neurotic. Takes everything way too seriously.
Yeah.
See, he actually is right, though. He is kind of like Vito. Like 1,000 times worse, though.
And we both...
Yes, Steve Almighty. Fat as well. I ran out of fingers, though. He's too many flaws.
just kind of had the same attitude about it. And after it was over, Vito sent me a DM and he goes, there was a huge pop when you came on the screen. It was really, really funny. And I was just, I just...
It wasn't a pop as much as it was a gasp, like a collective gasp. Why? Why would you do this?
Told him thanks. Nice.
Not Vito. And we totally get why Vito would do this. Vito went for the lowest hanging fruit he possibly could. He actually went and got a video of the lolcow.
Yeah. To intro to the whole fucking thing.
Nice doing business with you, and it was really easy to put together. Yeah, Dusty Rhodes says it was really good how you were pausing between some of your jokes to allow the audience to laugh. Now, I haven't been able to watch it yet, but they did say that there was laughter in between the jokes. Now, I was planning on these people hating me so much that they wouldn't even laugh at the jokes. But from what I heard from Vito and others, that it was...
Aaron, they spent all weekend laughing at you. Why wouldn't they laugh at your stupid fucking jokes? They're not laughing with you. They're laughing at you.
At you.
Yeah.
You have to notice where the timing of where the laughs come in.
He wouldn't understand if you told him, like, Aaron, you're not funny.
No, he wouldn't.
You're funny.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't understand the difference.
No.
So you're saying I'm funny? No, Aaron. No.
No, I'm saying...
We're saying you're retarded. You're Mr. Magoo. You're Mr. Magoo of, like, peopling.
Perfect that I put the pauses in because there was laughter after everything. I was like, well, you know what? The people who laughed and the people who enjoyed it, I got to say, better sports than I gave them credit for. Brian says, Aaron, I wouldn't say you have the same attitude as Vito. Not a good look. No. I just meant on this specific particular thing. Just on that specific particular thing. Dusty, no, I know what people's concerns with Vito are. I understand, and I understand.
Cholesterol, mainly. I swear he's going to have a heart attack. Vito, lose some weight for the love of God, please. I'm begging you. Lose some
maybe
weight.
Go back to the doctor, check to see if you have any more of those cysts. Maybe that'll take a few more pounds off you, buddy.
Mainly so you can have shoulders again. That's like
yeah.
You look at him in the oh shit. In the biggest problem video. Did I get rid of it all? I think I did. Fuck. He has no shoulders, like none.
I have no idea.
Congratulate him, Dick Masterson.
He's like the shape
a
of
baby and a wedding. Congratulations.
Let's get where I can see him.
Oh.
He's like full on. He's like the shape of like a stone in like a harbor.
Gabakokunga chinko.
Yes.
Duka wawa.
No shoulder whatsoever. And
Yeah.
I feel
a
for him
ball.
because I used to be like this. I used to be this size.
I'm having a hard time picturing that.
Dude, I really was. I was 450
It's
pounds
true.
at one point.
Well, good for you for getting in shape. That's apparently impossible for some people.
Yeah. Vito, learn about cocaine. You're at Hackamania with Nick Rekieta. He could have given you so much knowledge.
It's true. You already got ties to the gay community, so
Yeah.
you've got the source.
I think he's afraid that if he gets on cocaine to lose weight, he's gonna just go full on gay instead of like dabbling
Oh.
in trans.
Okay. I think that's a very rational fear.
He's gonna go head first right into it,
Yep.
which means eventually he's gonna get into boofing.
It's just the rhythm. It's just the rhythm of the night.
Hal, you are my drug, sweetie. It's terrible. I was like, what was the most cringe thing I could say? Yeah, Vito needs to lose some weight. Like it's.
Yeah.
I don't do drugs. I mean, other than weed, but not the stimulant kind. I can't
Yeah.
do stimulants.
I'm going to keep the substance I use a secret because it's fun. It's cute.
I wish I had the money for cocaine again. God damn, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the cocaine bit he did at the end of the video was fucking lame.
Oh, it was bad.
Yeah,
It was real
Well,
bad.
I want to go to that part.
Because
he had to fit in one like.
Then again, how are you going to
Coke
angrily
joke.
tweet at Kurt at 3 a.m? And
With his phone.
with cancer and dies, Steve, by saying this, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. You're there to talk shit about
Thank
me.
you, Aaron.
It's no fun to talk shit about me when I'm sitting right here. I just want to say to the audience, all 14 of you that are there at Hackamania, I know a lot of you see me as the devil. I know a lot of you see me as the bad.
Boring.
You as well.
I see
to
you as
start a small
boring.
war. So I hope every single one of you there this weekend gets AIDS mixed with cancer and dies rotting from the asshole out.
Why is
Okay, that was the funniest.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Vito selling
Very
this so
much for
hard?
this opportunity.
What the fuck's he
Hackamania,
doing?
Have a great rest of your weekend.
Why are you selling that obvious joke?
What was the fucking cocaine part? Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Take a lot
there
of
we
time with
go.
this.
Ooh, that's a lot.
All right, this is how you can tell he's a real dork. He can't even do lines right.
That's
Also, if you want to do fake cocaine for the camera, baby formula and baking soda. Or baby formula and or dehydrated milk. Both, you just chop them up real good. They look like cocaine.
It's already too much work.
Well, you just get baby formula. It's already powder form.
Okay. Get baby powder, buddy.
separate that.
Yeah. Take a lot of time with this cocaine joke.
That-
It's gonna kill.
Let's see if we can show it there. That's there you go.
Yeah.
Those are the worst lines I've ever fucking seen. Those are like the lines
That's pretty
someone does
bad.
like, oh, I do cocaine all the time. Let me cut the lines.
All the
Let me cut the
time.
lines. And they're just here. And you're like,
There.
the fuck is this?
That,
we knew what you were doing there,
calls
buddy.
pussy lines.
Those are not pussy lines. Those are called pregnant lines. Disclaimer, do not do drugs, kids.
Mm-hmm.
But a proper cocaine line, you see how fat those lines are? You would
Too
cut
fat.
them and then you'd slide slightly to where they become more slender so that a straw can properly absorb
You'll-
them with
You'll want a
These
card
are
of some kind.
lines of vitamins. Yet he says lines are for noobs. What, do you want him to inject the vitamins? Intravenous vitamins.
I'm not. I don't want to bust you up. I don't want to get you in any trouble. So. Oh my God.
Yet he is pro boofing. Cringe says. It does sound like it.
He's winning. Don't you understand, you
really very
fool?
good at that. I'm really sorry.
See, if he had done baby powder, he could have just snorted it, like for real.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have felt like anything, really. Dude, I had a friend in school that, like, on a dare, and it wasn't even really like a dare. He was like, hey, someone dare me to snort this line of salt? And, like, we're like, yeah, sure.
Sure.
Dare ya. And he's like, yeah, because I'm like, oh! For like 20 fucking, he's like over in the fucking sink, like spitting up at you.
It's
like,
real bad.
like, why did you do that? You
Attention.
dared me. You told me to dare you. I didn't care. I didn't care. You were bothering me. He did it with the what was the little packets that had like the sugar powder with the little candy stick, and you like lick it and you dip it in the powder.
Oh,
Fun dip? Yeah, he did lines of Fun Dip one time.
God, everybody has one friend like that,
Yeah.
or one guy they knew.
Yeah. I had another friend who was deathly afraid of pickles.
Oh, want to
Like a
watch
cat.
me eat this bug?
He's like, one time we tortured him with the pickle. Like, we all had like pickles and we like cornered him. We're trying to touch him with the pickle, and he's like, ah. We're like looking back, like, I think we might have scarred a guy with pickles.
God, I hope you're not misremembering what happened.
No, it was
I
legitimately
hope
pickles.
those were pickles.
It was legitimately pickles. It wasn't like our penises or anything. It was legitimately pickles.
Gotcha.
He hated pickles, and so we would like, fuck with him with pickles. And like sometimes like, you corner him with a jar of pickles and like, act like you were gonna just douse the entire jar of pickles on him. And he would get unreasonably mad, as one does. Why are you getting so mad over pickles, bro? It's just pickles. It's not a big of a deal. He was like a scrawny, like a really skinny dude, like lanky, skinny guy.
Yeah.
So when he would get mad, you could see like every like tendon and muscle and
tense
vein in his
up.
neck and stuff. Oh, it was so hilarious. It was great.
Sports than I gave him credit for. Brian says, Aaron, I wouldn't say you have the same attitude as Vito. Not a good look. No. I just meant on this specific particular thing.
And
We were
children.
already here.
Oh, what?
Just on that specific people's concerns with Vito are, I understand, and I understand the criticism.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this. He's always
Yes. We already heard the part about, yes, he's fat. We got it.
internet. He and I are not like best buddies. We're not going out golfing tomorrow.
Well, you live in drastically different states. I feel like that'd be very, logistically speaking, difficult.
A little bit.
Unless Aaron suddenly has a private jet. Vito can't get on a private jet, exceeds the weight limit.
He'd need one of those giant, the big ones, the aircraft
cargo
carriers. planes. The cargo planes.
They carry tanks and shit. And
Yeah,
They
those.
just have Vito in the back of the net.
Oh.
We're gonna get you to your destination. Do you have an outlet? My Switch is dying.
We just worked together on that, and I thought that was ballsy of him to want to put that together, and kind of smart, actually. But now here it goes. Now they're saying I'm thought of highly by those who want to children. I'm always very careful when I talk about how professional and cool Vito was about the whole thing, because I know I'm just going to get a bunch of shit. Yeah, Vito said, I was trying to sell it. Haha. I think Dick and Carl didn't know how to react. I know. I noticed that. They're like, wait, what? And then like people were laughing And Dick Masterson and Carl looked confused. They're like, wait, is this, what are they? They didn't understand that the crowd was like, no, this is funny. We can laugh at this. And those two were like, I don't understand. I don't.
This
Like, we
bit's made up.
literally shocked Dick and Carl into silence, essentially.
No, they talked a little bit, Aaron.
Yeah, they talked a lot. Matter of fact, they talked more than Vito did. Vito just kind of nervously laughed when your like jokes didn't land.
Dick actually complimented one of the jokes I think he complimented the clean piss joke. He was like, okay, he went like, that's a good one. Dick complimented one of your jokes, Aaron, and you're like, I stunned him into silence.
I will say that
it's
Aaron did
bizarre.
have, like, I would say, generously speaking, 3 good jokes in the whole video. The problem is that video was like 7-8 minutes long or something like that. No one wants to sit around for 7 minutes waiting on 3 good jokes.
Not that Carl not knowing how to react to very obviously funny things going around him it's nothing new. But that's how the Vito thing came about.
Owned.
His joke about Carl was pretty funny, but he had to beat it into the ground. Because his joke about Carl was, and then there's Carl doing what he does best, laughing at actual funny people on another show. And then he should just moved on. Like, no, he had to sit there and go, huh? Carl, he's not funny. He watches other funny people. Like, yeah, Aaron, we got it. Thanks. Fucking dork.
Vito is Corey's twin. I don't think Corey and Vito look alike. Papa Shab says, Carl doesn't understand comedy? How dare he?